Welcome in the kitchen. So glad y'all are here. It's been storming. Yes, it has. It has been storming. It's got something on it. Can't get it wiped off. We're going to make us a chocolate donut glazed cake. Chocolate glazed donut cake. Chocolate donut glazed? I don't know. Glazed chocolate donut bundt cake. That's what the recipe says right here. I've been wanting a cake, and I didn't want just a plain old cake with icing because I'm not an icing girl. If y'all watch me much, I prefer the cake to the icing. I used to have a friend that liked the icing better than the cake. We made a good team, especially when it came to kids' birthdays and stuff. So, I forgot to get out my buttermilk. Let me grab that, and I think I need an egg. Yep, let me get that. All right, now we got everything out that we need. At least I think we do. I think. All right, first of all, I'm going to take me a couple of tablespoons of this softened butter right here. Put them right there in that bowl. Just like that. We're going to get our cake pan ready to start with. First thing. And to that, we're going to add us a little bit of cocoa powder. I'm going to get about a heaping teaspoon or so. Now then, I'm going to mash this together just like this with this fork. At least I'm going to try, y'all. Maybe I should have melted it. Let me melt it. Okay, now I've got melted butter and cocoa. I'm going to stir this up good. Just like this. I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do with this. Okay, now then, we're going to take this pastry brush and we're going to paint this all over this bundt cake pan just like this. Okay? We just want it all to be painted. Can y'all see? No, you cannot. Here, I got my cake pan right here. This is my Pampered Chef bundt pan. This thing is old. I don't know if they even still make them. They probably do. But this is one of the Pampered Chef pieces that I really like. Y'all, we're just painting this. Just like this. You can do it with just butter it or spray it and then put your cocoa on it. But you don't want a whole lot. Okay? So that's the reason I'm doing it this way, because you want it kind of thin. Because that's going to be the outside of your cake. Use any kind of a bundt pan you have. You do not have to have this bundt pan. Although I will say we used to make a cake in the microwave when I was selling Pampered Chef. And put it in this cake pan and baked it in the microwave. Oh my mercy, it was so good. Maybe I'll have to do that for y'all again. Maybe I'll have to find the recipe. It was called a Mexican chocolate cake, I think. Something like that. I know you put cinnamon in it. Pretty sure you put cinnamon. Put something like that. Can y'all see how I'm doing that? See, I'm just painting it. Just with this cocoa and butter mixture. Then we're going to get our cake together. We're going to get it mixed up. We're going to mix our dry ingredients right in the mixer. I think that's how you do it. Did I read that right? I think that's how you do it. All right. That's all that. We got our cake pan ready. There's one little spot right there. Get it. I missed one little spot or two. All right, now then, we'll grab me another little bowl out of the dishwasher. All right, let me read these in directions here in just a minute. Oh, that's right, we need boiling water. That's what we added at the end of this one. All right, let me get some water in the tea kettle going. On the stove. All right. Alrighty, now I'm going to turn this on. Now then, we got that going. Now then, our dry ingredients. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. There's 1 cup and there's a 1/4 cup. All right, and you know I always kind of fluff it around. I hope I've got enough. Instead of sifting, I just fluff, put some air in it. All right, there is 1 cup of flour. Now then, let's see if we can get 3/4 of a cup. I'm fluffing it. See how I fluff it? One, 2, there's 3/4 of a cup of flour. And I think I'm about out of all-purpose flour. What do y'all think? Need to put that on my grocery list. I'll do that in a minute before I forget. All right, and we need 1 1/2 cups of white sugar. So, this is a 1/2 cup. There's a 1/2 cup. There's 1 cup. There's 1 1/2 cups. All right, now then, we need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar packed. Okay. Just like that. We're going to pack that down. Right like that. There's our 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Okay. Now then, we need, let me read my recipe, a cup of cocoa. I'm going to use this 1/2 cup measure right here, and hopefully I can get 2 scoops out of it. There's 1. That's it. 1 cup. 1 cup of cocoa. That's all I had left. Okay. Y'all, I'm just putting it right here in this mixer bowl. Okay, I'm going to wipe this up just a little bit. All right, now then, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Baking powder. 1 1/2 teaspoons. Here's 1 teaspoon. And here is a 1/2 of a teaspoon. All All right. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. So you're adding soda and powder, okay? Same amount. There's a half. There's a whole. All right, and we need a teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of salt. All right, now then, let me grab the whisk here, or the beater or something to whisk that up with. We got to get this all together, okay? There's our water boiling, it's ready, but we're not ready for it. Okay. All right. Now then, while that's mixing, look at that. We need to combine a 1/2 cup of oil. Let me grab something to put this in. Need something I can pour it out of. Right here we go. Here we go, right here. A 1/2 cup of oil. This is just canola oil. You can use vegetable oil. Okay, there's a 1/2 cup of oil. And 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. Low-fat buttermilk is what it says. And that's what I've got, fat-free. I need 1 1/4 cups. So I'm going to do, there's a half. And there's 1. And a 1/4. And we need a teaspoon of vanilla. Put that over there and put back in the refrigerator. We need a teaspoon of vanilla right here. That there to be washed. And we need 2 eggs. There's 1 and there's 2. All right. There's 1 egg. That one in there. And there's 2 eggs. Okay, rinse off my fingers. Okay, now then, let me see if I can find a little whisk. Here's my little baby whisk. Nobody's talking about that. This is the handiest little thing. Look here, I'm just going to whisk this up. That's what it says to do. It says to take a whisk. It doesn't say baby whisk. It just says a whisk. All right, now then, we're going to dump this in there. Right in there. It says dump it all in there. We did. We stirred it up and then we dumped it. Now that's made a mess. Okay. All right, we got that mixed up. And then it says, all right, now then, we need a cup of water. Cup. So I'm going to put it right in here. I could measure it. See, maybe I can put it right in here. Yes, I can see this. All right, here's our 1 cup, and it says to whisk this together, which I'm going to use the mixer, and pour it in a steady stream. Y'all, I don't think I've ever made a cake that I added boiling water to it. This is a very thin batter, y'all. All right, there we go. Let me grab me out a spatula because you know I've got to scrape it. You know I'll have to scrape the whole thing. Oops, there's a little bit right there. Okay. Okay. Now then. All right. Now then, you bake this in a 350-degree oven for 36 to 40 minutes. Okay? So, I'm going to put this in the oven for about 35, 40 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, y'all, I just took our cake out of the oven. Look at it. You see how it's pulled away from the sides right here? That's telling me that that cake is done. All right, now then, while that cools, it needs to cool for a while. But I'm going to set y'all right there. I think you can see good. In this bowl, it's full of powdered sugar. Yes, 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 indeed. Do I have another little baby whisk? I thought I might. I guess I don't. Might be dirty. All right. It calls for 6 tablespoons of milk and 2 cups of powdered sugar. So this is the way I do it. I'll try to measure it for y'all. 1, these are teaspoons. We're going to start with that and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. We're just going to start with that right there. Y'all know this gets real runny real fast because it just kind of melts. Bring y'all over here and bring you down here so you can really see how it melts. Okay. I'm just stirring it just a little bit at a time. I gotta grab us a pinch of salt. Y'all know we have to have some salt, don't we? Y'all, I have never measured making a glaze. I've made it with milk. I've made them with water. Made them with juices of various kinds. And this is just a plain vanilla milk, vanilla glaze. I'm just kind of whipping it with this fork. And I think it'll be about what we want, the consistency. To pour over our cooled cake. Now we gotta let it cool a while, and then we're gonna put it out on our cooling rack. Let it get good and cool. Then we'll cut it. Doesn't that look good? Get us a pinch of salt. That's just a little pinch of salt. Now let's taste it. See if it tastes good. Delicious glaze. Delicious. All right, I'm going to let this all cool a little bit. I'm going to let it all cool a little bit, then we'll come back when the cake is cooled and we'll get ready to pour our glaze over it and get us a big old piece, okay? All right, well, welcome back in the kitchen. Got my hair down. Here we go. Here's our cake. Here's the glaze. And I've got it sitting on this cooling rack that I cooled it on. It's good and cool. And I've got it sitting over a pan because we're going to put this glaze over it. And it's going to run. But we want to cover this. So I'm just going to drizzle this. Doesn't this look good, y'all? Doesn't that look pretty? I'm going to scrunch y'all down, y'all, and look at that cake. Doesn't that look pretty? Look at that. I'm going to get us out a couple of plates here, or bowls. And fix us a little piece. Yes, I am. Gonna cut us a little piece right here. Y'all like me, you like to cut the bundt cake where its little wedges are. I always thought that's what you're supposed to do. Look at that. That's a real dense, chewy, not chewy, but real moist, dense cake. It's a delicious cake. It is a delicious cake. I'll bring y'all back up here now. I'm going to try this cake. Yum. Yum, yum. Oh, I could eat that whole cake, but I won't. Y'all remember to like, share, subscribe. Oh, turn my lights back on. Comment. And ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. That'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.